the holiday season.
Llama party, the party. I think
You know
that's how
what?
it's.
You know what holiday I'm thinking of?
Uh-huh. The Murdering of Indigenous People Day.
The Murdering of Indigenous People Day.
Oh, we're not thinking of the... Which, Black Friday then?
I was thinking of the American Civil War Part 2.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. The
That's
holiday...
why I said the Murdering of Indigenous People Day.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm on your wave now.
Okay.
To catch up for a second. No, the second American Civil War is coming out, man.
The second American Civil War?
Yes.
Man, I feel like we've had multiple... The only reason we call it Civil War is when white people fight each other.
Yeah.
White people have been fighting... POC, people of color have been fighting white people all this time, bro. We ain't even stopped. But we never called it a Civil War. It's only when white people got a difference.
We're the warring people, man.
I want to call this 2/3 a person. Really? That's what y'all arguing over?
It only matters when we do it because we are the masters of war.
That's true. Oh, man. Goats of
war, white people.
Bruh. Yeah. Man, can't even... Yeah.
So, we're going to draw up battle lines.
Okay.
The different sides.
Okay.
How stupid do you want to get with this?
Let's get dumb. Let's go stupid. Let's get dumb as we can.
All right, so we're going to do like the Area 51 groups, like we have the Kyles. They would definitely belong to the Republicans, right?
I don't know, man.
MAGA
because
crowd?
See, but here's the thing. There are some Kyles that are also rainbow flag. So those Kyles go to liberals.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
man.
for the Kyles. You guys are getting progressive. I'm proud of you.
Bisexuality's growing, bro. Why can't
Apparently.
Kyle can't have a boyfriend, bro?
I didn't say he couldn't. I just didn't figure him to be the kind of guy that would do that.
You never broke stroked?
What?
Yeah, you never broke stroked?
No. I don't think I ever have.
You never just with your bro and you like, yo, fam, you need me to take care of that for you? That thing looking like a monster in your pants.
Your friend is complaining about not getting his dick sucked, so you're about to take care of this shit right now.
Like the memes. You know?
No, I never have. So we got the Kyles and the pickup trucks. They belong to various parties.
I think the Kyles kind of spread because, like, the ones you're thinking is like the good old boy blue line. We wear these type of glasses and we rant in our truck on TikTok.
That's who
Those aren't the Kyles. Kyles do meth.
Okay, and they wear monster shit.
And they wear monster shit. Like,
right.
they do meth, you know, they listen to rap music. They listen to rap music to themselves. You know, they don't let people know they listen to rap music.
Yeah.
Right?
Or whenever they're, like, trying to pick up some 15-year-old at the local Sonic, they'll drive through the parking lot bumping Pussy Monster.
Okay, both of them do that. That Kyle's ain't gonna. That's both, actually. But there's a lot of similarity. But you're talking about like the whole. They wear the certain glasses.
Yeah, it's
certain
the
shades.
white
and
Oakleys.
Yes, those are what you're talking about. Those aren't Kyles. Kyles wear wife beaters. and
Okay.
Have guns and listen to rap music and wear their hat a certain way.
Okay, so that's more like the squatted truck thing.
Yes,
Okay.
and those are split. Like there's some Kyles that are liberal, and there's some Kyles that are, Republican. Depends on if they got with a black woman or not.
Oh, okay.
Those.
So that's the predeterminant there.
Good old boys, definitely
Republicans.
Yes.
I think the e-boy and e-girl crowd are going to be
Liberal.
heavily liberal.
E-boy, yes.
Yes.
Yes, all those. Yeah, if you listen to Riff Raff, you're liberal. Yeah, those is, Doja Cat, Nicki, Cardi B. But music is your thing. Like you quote music, memes is your life. Yeah, definitely.
Going on the liberal side of things.
You definitely, you test things out. I'm curious. Put whatever prefix you want in the front of it. Curious at the end. That's it. The E-boys, E-girls, go to boba shops, Starbucks, lattes. Yeah. That's definitely right.
That's your libs.
Yeah, those are your lips.
What other
Right.
edgelords? That could go either way.
Edgelords definitely go. That Edgelords split, man. Edgelords definitely split. I've seen both sides, man. Oh my god.
They're very conservative edgelords that just say racist shit online all day just for the sake of it. And then there are other edgelords that'll get mad about anyone making a trans joke.
Yep. Hipsters, liberal.
Yes.
The hipster crowd, definitely liberal.
There will be no shortage of IPAs in the left camp.
At all. That and White Claws.
Kombucha.
You got
kombucha.
Some kombucha. Yes, kombucha. IPA. Yes, man. Oh man, White Claws. Yeah, it's all over there.
It's gonna be lit on the left side, bro.
What are you talking about? The Irish whiskey's on the right.
No, the Irish whiskey's gonna come with the libertarians. We're gonna hang out with that.
Oh, is that what y'all taking?
I'm taking Irish whiskey.
I think y'all take Irish whiskey and Scotch.
I'll do that.
I think y'all take Scotch because those are like the older libertarians drink Scotch.
Joe drank bourbon.
Huh?
Joe drank bourbon.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
See, y'all drink like kind of like a little finer, little like
stout.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes. That goes to the libertarian.
And there's not a lot of us,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna be outnumbered, but we're gonna have the best firearms.
All sides have marijuana. It's just the right. You don't talk about it. You're like, keep that over.
Shh. We don't talk about the weeds.
Jesus is watching. You know, the devil's loves, y'all.
The meth heads will just be running around to each side trying to get money.
Yeah.
Wherever they can get money at.
In 2 years, Oregon Trail will mean something completely different.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's going to be like Silk Road kind of in a couple of years.
Yeah. When people say the Oregon Trail is going to have a completely new meaning now, we are now witnessing history on that term as being completely different.
I saw that meme. That was like, it was a screenshot from the Oregon Trail with the buggy and the horse, and it said, whenever I found out that drugs were legal in Oregon.
Oh, hilarious. Oh. So, here's the thing is also, like, this is weird. This is a side note where we're going with. Trump did great in every demographic except for white men.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
So, we have to, like, dedicate at least 25 to 50% of every minority group.
To the right.
To the right. It's wild. My
Yeah.
father's side, almost all of them voted for him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's wild. You know?
It did turn out real weird. Like, he suffered the most in the demographic that goes for him the hardest on the internet.
Bro, because I think it's because, like, they realized, like, he was giving them a bad name. And I think he got too stupid. And you never go that stupid. You know? Like somebody pointed out, the wrestler Sami Zayn pointed out, he's like, Trump has taken and ruined what being a cowardly heel was.
Yeah, because in their world it's all
Paranoid.
pageantry, but
Yeah.
Trump does it for real.
False courage, paranoid, like all these things. He's like, he ruined it. It's like, and I think that just got to a lot of them, and they just kind of stepped back, like, bro, he tripping.
Okay, this has always been my take on it, but like, if you voted for Trump because you didn't think there was a better option, I get it. I understand that entirely, but to be stoked on that guy.
Here's the thing,
He's such an immature,
I think
punk-ass little bitch. I don't have another way to put it. Like, he's a baby.
that's when I didn't really see anybody stoked on Biden, but I saw people still stoked about Trump.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, like, you shouldn't be, like, just hyped up on him.
You should never be hyped up on a politician to the point of worship.
No.
No.
Not again. Never, you know.
They're there to do a job. They're a
Mm-hmm.
public servant. Like, this doesn't need to be a celebrity thing.
But you know what? You have to admire, this man split the rap community. This man took Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, and Lil Pimp, Lil Simp, over, bro. Crazy, bro. The rap community, some of the rap community goes right now, bro. Some of the rap community went right.
That's so weird. Because, like, the left, obviously, like, not the left,
Mm-hmm.
but Democrats are obviously very, like, law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
They try to hide the fact that they are. But Republicans are the obviously law enforcement driven party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the rap community coming out for Republicans is pretty weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And
NWA would be so ashamed.
Yeah, well, people got, Ice Cube. People got mad at Ice Cube because he just congratulated him. I don't know who Ice Cube voted for.
Yeah.
But he never stated, but people just think he went on the side. I think the crazy thing is it showed a lot of, like, not trust in the black community, rap community, whatever else, because it was kind of like Kanye West literally said they were using me. And I was tired of being used by the Democrats. And then rappers were just go. I'm not saying like y'all should go for your buddy Kanye, but like, what do you think he's doing to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then like on the Democratic side, did you see that 2 Chainz like, I think Biden and Kamala offer something different, and I'm different. Doom, 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 doom. And then led into the song. Everybody's like, what? Oh, this was a lead into, and he started performing. Everybody like, what's going on? This, I mean, this is a concert.
Weird flex, but okay.
It was really weird. Like he literally led into it. I was like, that's real weird, man. It was real awkward leading to it.
Now this has been very interesting.
It's so theatrical. Did you see the videos here where it was like the Hispanic song, "Vote Trump," dun 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 dun, "Vote Trump." Dun,
No,
dun,
I
dun,
did not
dun,
see
dun,
that.
dun, Vote Trump. It's like a parody. It was a Hispanic Mexican song,
And someone made a parody of it.
and it's "Vote Trump." I don't know, it's a parody or it was literally like a created song to say "Vote Trump." It's crazy,
Weird take to have if you're a Mexican person.
and it was all Hispanic people, but Trump was rising in the Hispanic community. It's kind of wild. Like it's wild, right? Like it's wild.
I don't know how to feel about that.
And I get it. Like this is the reason why everybody thought Trump was gonna just like take it and win because he was growing. But there were so many anti-Trump, right? Despite how many people that was pro-Trump, there was more anti-Trump. And the thing is, Trump lost by he still lost by a great margin before. Even though he gained a lot, he still lost a lot.
Yeah.
And that number, like I was looking at it, like that number is not going to change. Like the percentage number.
Yeah.
Like more people are going to vote more against him, and that's exactly what happened.
And that's where I have to concede because last time I said that I was sure that Trump was going to make off with it, and I was wrong.
I've been saying this all year. I was like, Biden's taking this because there's so many anti-Trump. There's so many. It's so many ways like social media has attacked him, and not to say like he didn't warrant it. They spent it the right way, right? And they spend a lot of things. They've been spending things left and right, and social media and just the media in general has put everybody in bubbles.
Oh yes, and it's the most obnoxious shit in the world, dude.
Businessmen have went Trump, and everybody's saying that here's the funny thing: if you say, well, Biden's ruining was going to ruin what was the stock market or ruin everything else, you don't know what you're talking about. And I knew people didn't know because here's a fun fact. So the week before election, we were crashing again. We lost like 2,000 points or something. Like it was bad, right? Stocks is lowering again,
Yeah.
third or fourth time. Biden started getting more support, literally rising on Biden winning.
Yeah.
This is why I knew like people were complaining like you don't actually care about business. You don't know shit about business. You're not following in this. Because if you're worried about all this other stuff, you're not putting your money into certain things. People that put money in like renewable energy and stuff like that, stocks rising.
Yeah.
Because Biden's winning.
But everyone in the oil field's going to be freaking out about it because they'll probably pull back on that some.
Well, right now, like oil and gas and everything always drops during election year. It's like one of the things that's happened.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's like, it's kind of crazy. Like, when you go into all these demographics that's just shifting over. Old people, like, you had to be, like, old, and you didn't get changed, right? Like, you just voted red and you just voted blue, right? And I think if you're 50 above, I feel like you probably just didn't change on that.
There was a, record number of senior citizens voting blue.
Yeah. It's just like, gotta do it.
For these young ones.
Gotta do it one more time, The group that we gotta talk about that was voting is the Yeezys. The Yeezys, fam.
Our president-elect, Kanye West.
President, bro. The real president, bro. Yay. Over 50,000 votes, bro.
What was it, 10,000 in Tennessee alone?
10,000.
Yeah, Tennessee rode hard for Kanye, bro.
Wild. I wasn't lying. When I was in Tennessee, I went to Tennessee and visited there. I was walking around just like looking at the areas in different places outside of Nashville, and I was wearing some Yeezys. And one dude was like, "Yo, those look dope as hell on you. You know what? You just swayed my vote." And I was like, "What? I don't
With
know
some
this
shoes?"
Dude. He literally yelled at me. "I saw my little cousin wear Yeezys. I see you wear Yeezys. You fresh right now. I'm gonna get me some Yeezys. I gotta support Ye." And I'm just like, what?
All right.
And he's with his friends, and I'm just like, okay, bro. Where you get him from? And I started telling him.
You know what? I don't know his stance, but he makes some fresh ass clothes,
bro. Instantly, it was wild. It was like that literally happened. I was like, dang. I was like, if that's that easy, no wonder Tennessee. But 10,000 games. Yeah. You weren't Yeezys. That's all I needed. Damn, y'all been promoting wrong, bro. That's why Bernie lost, bro. You should have came out the air socialist, bro.
Air socialist. Those fucking memes that were like Bernie and AOC and then Kamala and Biden, and it was like Coke, and then when you get offered Pepsi instead.
Instantly, either or I would have voted. I would have rode so hard for him. Everything, bro. If it was Bernie, wouldn't didn't even care his his vice VP. If Biden chose her over Kamala, rode hard. Any one of them two.
I don't know. The socialist thing bothers me a little bit.
A what?
Just the switch over to socializing everything. I know that's better than the system we have now, but I'm definitely an unregulated capitalist kind of guy.
I'm gonna be real with you, right? I'm gonna be real with you. I get you unregulated, all other such and such, and everything else. I'd put him in the office and see. Let's see what you can do in 4 years, Bernie. See what you can improve. Everybody's against you.
It would be interesting.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Roll the dice. Good luck.
Because of how limited the president actually is, like trying to push that shit.
I'd have been down. You know.
It would have been interesting.
I think if we would have got Bernie, the one thing he'd have made out in 4 years, in his full term, is free college. 2 years. That's enough for me.
Yeah. Or like complete socialized healthcare. Which here's the thing.
That would have been wild if we could have got that. That would have been crazy. I doubt that could have happened, but that would have been wild.
And here's the reason. Like I've had arguments with people about like the concept of taxes and how I want my income tax level to be 0%. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I'm opposed to paying taxes or helping less fortunate people out. I'm not opposed to either of those things, but that's not where our fucking taxes go. Mm-hmm. Is full not. And if I could choose specifically where those things went to and could know for a fact that that's where it went, I would not have a problem, but that's not what's going to happen.
So you're saying if we created a system where
we got receipts for our fucking taxes,
where we can dedicate, or we can have a baseline, like every fund has to get this much, but then we can dedicate our tax towards certain things.
Yeah, I would be fine with funding education and healthcare and all those kinds of things, but like our multi-billion-dollar per year military budget, not really.
Well, we do, like, then we write, like, a small business loan thing and a big business loan thing, and all our tax money went towards those big businesses that Amazon got even more money.
Yes.
They got legit, that passed, not the second stimulus, but the second business one passed. And then, like, Amazon got, like, 20 to 40 billion off of just that alone.
Yes.
And
but the promise of them preserving jobs, and they still fired people.
Mm-hmm. But they can't agree on, they can't agree on to give 2.7 or 2.2 trillion to a stimulus, and people get mad at Pelosi because she doesn't want to drop the number. It's like,
you want to know something real funny?
What?
A lot of the churches collected the small business loan.
That's illegal.
It's supposed to be.
You know what's also illegal? All these churches running for Trump.
Yes.
Also very illegal.
I mean, if you want my take, I think it should be illegal for you to have a religious position and work in government, because that's what separation of church and state means to me. But it's the opposite.
You say that to Mitt Romney's face.
I will.
Pence will have a swarm of flies devour you.
I'll pull my dick out and piss on Mitt Romney's shoes.
First off, you whipping your dick out is kind of gay. He don't play that.
He don't play that. He ain't about the gays.
He's like, yo, that's a little bit too gay, bro. He probably head explode. There's a penis, I don't look, and boom, head explode.
Honestly, that's part of the reason why I said that, is because I just want to see his reaction to me doing this.
I don't think this is a reaction you want. He'd probably grab it and break it.
No, I think he would freeze. Like in my brain, what I see is him just freezing and freaking out about it.
He's just like, I gotta touch a woman inappropriately to get this off of me.
I've been pissed on by a dude before. I've been pissed on by a dude before without my consent, and it's a jarring experience.
You've been what?
Yeah, dude. It happened once.
Man, I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on.
I was like real mad immediately, but the dude was like, he was super drunk. He didn't even fucking know where he was, and he started like bawling, crying once he realized what he was doing. I was like, man, I can't hit a guy who's crying. So I was just like, buddy, go home.
You're weak.
Weak.
I can't hit a guy while he's crying? What is this? What is this? Nice guy. Before you became a heel, bro.
This was before I became a heel.
Should have stomped him and looked through his wall.
That's what happens when I perform for all of you ungrateful fans.
All you ungrateful fans out
Take
there.
me to the dark side.
Love, man. So Trump, we're gonna see. December 14th, Electoral College meets up. Let's see how long we're gonna ride this out. This is gonna be real fun.
Dude, this is gonna be such a pain in the ass.
Do you think Trump? Do you think Biden cheated?
It's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I can't say emphatically though, like, but it's very possible that either party could do that. But if the Democrats cheated, I don't know why Mitch McConnell would be back in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mitch McConnell literally was like talking well about stuff. It was weird. Did you see that? You saw that speech he did this week? He was talking. He was talking really like, I don't know. It was weird. Like when you like actually like pay attention to politicians and not Trump, and they talk, and you're just like, kind of weird. I forget. You know.
No, like if they cheated, I cannot imagine them like not taking time to like look at that kind of thing.
Here's the thing, right? Every politician cheats, and everybody knew this. So getting mad because they cheated, you're mad because your side didn't cheat well enough.
Yeah,
that's the end of the day, right? Because then they say Trump cheated last time, then they say George Bush cheated in 2000, and we can go so on and so forth. Like, why are y'all? Shut up.
If we want to get technical about what's cheating, let's look at what corporations are funding these people and the fact that that's not supposed to happen.
Apparently you can mail in a vote and you don't need no like identity or whatever else, but it's like they mail it to us, you know, to the person. And then like there was a rumor that they were changing votes, overseas military people mailing in, they were changing it to Biden and all this other stuff. Everybody's tripping. Everybody's like, Biden likes war, Biden likes this, and like y'all don't know anything about Biden. Y'all barely know Trump because y'all said Trump was gonna put us in war. Trump didn't put us in war.
But Biden actually probably will put us in a war.
Why?
Because he's a career politician and all of them do it.
All career politicians put us in war.
When they're in the power.
When did Obama put us in war?
He didn't put us in war, but he stayed the fuck in one.
He took us out.
No, we're still over there.
Oh,
we got 200,000 soldiers.
Remember when
he
said he ended the war and everybody cheered?
He didn't. We're still over there, dog.
Ooh.
A 20-year war now, going on.
Okay, there you go. You know what? You saying this stuff, when people watch this video, they're not going to research what you're saying, so the war ended.
It didn't. It did not. I'm not even joking. Like there's.
It did not. It did not.
There are still 200,000 soldiers over there.
Oh,
bro.
I know.
We're still fighting that war.
But he said it was over.
But he said.
But people said. Remember, people said Trump was going to put us in war. Trump did.
It's true.
You know what's weird? Apparently, Trump legitimately scares other countries.
Well, he's crazy as shit. He should.
Wild card, bitches.
Yeah. You don't know what this guy's gonna do.
Trump. That meme. That's literally what I think of Trump. And
what was that fucking meme I shared? It was like, Bob votes Republican, Sally votes Democrat. Bob and Sally are still friends because they both want to bomb Iran.
Oh, this is man. Funniest president. It's not going. Politics is not going to be as fun. Biden better start wilding. He better start acting like he got dementia. He literally better start.
No, Trump was great for the comedy train.
Oh my god,
he was better than George Bush was, and George Bush was pretty good.
Bush was hilarious, bro. Bush just
very seldom is the question being asked: is our children learning? I was like, what did you just say to me?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Well, you ain't gonna fool me again.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
It's like, well, it's old saying here. Well, we got it down in Texas, so I'm sure it's in Tennessee too.
I thought Obama was real funny. Obama just talks, and people are like, Obama's such a great talker. No, Obama talks. He's like, Obama goes up.
He would get kind of sarcastic at times.
He take a deep breath. Sada, my fellow Americans, we've came today. I cannot listen to this man. We have finally ended the war in Iraq. What? It's over. People. Did you see the one where he did with Michigan? When he was talking about Flint, Michigan, he was just like, he had water, and he was just like,
I want to get me some water.
And he kept making joke about clean water. Like, need some clean water. In Flint, Michigan, everybody like, you asshole? Bro. Like,
They
you
still
know,
have fucked up water.
No, that's what the joke.
Yeah.
He literally was joking. And it was like, bro, Obama, chill.
Yeah.
We're
Chill the fuck out.
struggling.
Is this a roast right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And did you see where he did the basketball shot 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And he shot the shot, and it was like, you won the game. And he pulled it out. That's what I do. I win games. That's Chill Obama. Chill Obama is so much more happier.
Yeah, he'd be on Instagram just windsurfing and shit.
He'd be, yeah. And he called Kanye West a jackass. He was like, you hear what Kanye is? That jackass? This is very, man, I need Kamala about to wild, bro. She's about to wild. She's gonna be like, lock those Negroes up.
Everybody's going to jail.
Lock them up.
Everybody's going.
Gonna be that Peter Griffin meme. How dark are they? Hey, get them out of here. How much drugs they got on there? Don't care. Don't even care. Whatever.
I'm interested to see the conflict between Oregon and a vice president that's very anti-drug and pro-prison industrial complex. Like,
Oregon out here jigging, bro. They jigging.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a party. It's a party.
To clear up some confusion, though, I've seen all the memes say drugs are legal. They're not legal. They're decriminalized.
Good enough.
Which means you can't go to jail for it. You just still get a ticket.
Look at the policeman.
Yeah. Write me a ticket.
Police chasing.
I wonder how much is a ticket for a bag of meth.
Huh?
Does it depend on the weight?
Policeman walk up. You see policeman just taking a snort, just cover it right there.
You just walk. You walk up, or a cop walks up, and you're just like hitting the meth pipe, and he goes, "All right, do you want a ticket or do you want to hand it over?" Fuck it, the night's young. Give me the ticket.
He's like,
take the ticket.
Ticket only applies if you catch him.
There's no meth left in here.
Does the cartoon one? And just takes off.
It gives me wings.
Shazam! Peanut butter and crack sandwich. Oh my god. Oregon out here wilding.
Just wilding.
But he also medicinal psilocybin mushroom.
Psilocybin.
Yeah. It's really dope. I'm so anti big pharma, bro. I'm not for it. Unless you
There needs to be more pharma companies is the problem.
You're right. There needs to be.
That's what I'm on about all the time, about the lack of regulation. Like right now we have like 2 or 3 conglomerate companies that are allowed to make drugs and put them out. And what it needs to be, and this would cause drug prices to fall off astronomically.
This would be great and this is what libertarians want to do.
Yes, this is the libertarian
tell them about true capitalism. Go on, spit that
what
hot
you
fire.
do is you allow anyone who can make a drug to make it. Any company, startup company, someone working out of their house, have some independent agency that can like verify its purity, and they can sell it. They can sell it for whatever price they want. So you've got someone making insulin, say, all right, I'll give you a month's worth of insulin for $2. Super uncuts those giant companies and makes them compete for your fucking dollar. That's what it is. It's easy. It's real simple. Like, imagine if you didn't have to have some giant certification for a hospital to have an MRI, and any like private clinic that wanted one could just get one and then give you an MRI for $20.
It's also a reason a lot of like when it comes to marijuana, if you completely make it legal and decriminalize it, the prices drop. But if you just make it like medical, you can have the prices jacked up.
Yeah.
And 3/5 is like $85, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, regulation doesn't help anything, and it never has. It didn't during Prohibition. It hasn't during the war on drugs. It won't with abortion.
It helped with Jesus.
What?
Jesus regulated everything.
And Jesus was a hippie.
Jesus was socialist.
Yes. Are you going to get me started on a rant about how if you're Republican, you're not fucking Christian because those aren't Christian values?
Another
Christian
episode. Oh, chill out.
Christian values are socialist. Sorry to be the one to tell you.
I don't see how Jesus literally like gave everybody bread.
He said, heal the sick, take care of the poor, give up your belongings.
Yeah, we just gonna like skip over that where Jesus said we hate gays.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that. Yeah, he said it right here. Where? He said it right here.
I don't have to look. I feel the Holy Spirit.
I know my faith. I read the book about 27 times. He said he ain't gay.
Anyways, we'll go on to another topic.
Oh, another topic.
We can sit here and rant about...
Yeah, let's go to gay loving Biden, who just recently became cool with gay people. After gay marriage was legal, Biden has a lot of quotes where he was not cool with gay people.
Well, it was the same thing with Hillary back when she ran. Like, she was, like, until 2 years before the campaign, she was anti-gay marriage.
Obama was anti-gay his first term, and the second term he was pro.
The question I have is, why does it fucking matter? Because Jesus, of course.
I didn't say it, you said it.
But, like, it doesn't matter. It's not an important thing. What other people are doing shouldn't matter to you if it's not harming you.
What a woman does with her body because she is murdering children.
That's still not your business, bro. Stick to your lane.
Here's the hot take on it. I don't even know it's a hot take. The truth on it, I don't even want to. Oof. So, people making permanent decisions needs to have a certain age.
Yeah.
Right?
But there's a lot of things about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you necessarily need to, like, make a law about it, but, like, you are allowed to do a lot of crazy shit when you're, like, 18. And you shouldn't be making decisions. Student loans are one of them. You sign a fucking contract to get, like, thousands and thousands of dollars when you're too young to understand what that means.
What that is, that's true.
You know?
I mean, yeah, but, like, if a woman wants to, like, have her, like, her organs to have kids removed, what age should we put it at?
There are other factors that need to be considered too, like what's this person's risk of uterine cancer? If they know that they're definitely probably going to get it because their mother got it and they ran a genetic profile, I think that's okay.
Well,
you know?
If somebody want to do that, why don't you? I don't know why don't you do something. If you can, you treat it like something like a bill. Like if they can prove that they're a homeowner at any age, like if you can just prove like this kid owns a substantial amount of land. Well, you're clearly a more of adult than me. Do what you want with your body.
Yeah.
If you can hold that level of responsibility, why not? Because, like, if you're still living with your parents and you want to do that or whatever else, you know, like the whole, like, guardianship, whatever thing, they have to sign off on it.
Yeah.
You know?
It would really be hard to regulate that kind of thing. Like, who, based on what level
It's already hard to regulate it now.
Yes.
It's literally hard to regulate it. But
that
everybody's
is my
saying
point.
You're killing. But the whole thing is like abortions and stuff like that. It's already like a doctor will literally tell a woman you can't have an abortion if it's bad for you because a certain amount is bad. Mm-hmm. Certain things are really bad.
That's another thing that like I laugh about when I see memes online. And again, I don't ever give anybody shit about it, but like people thinking that women are just lackadaisically having third trimester abortions are idiots. Like the risk goes up so high whenever the pregnancy is that far along. No doctors is going to be like, yeah, we'll snip it. Like, there's a huge risk of you bleeding out. Tons of complications.
Any doctor that is cool with a late-term abortion, which shouldn't be a thing, but apparently it is, you should not go to that doctor. There's certain things certain people do.
Some people have to have it, though. Like, if it's stillborn,
that's true.
All of a sudden it's going to become a problem, then...
That's true. That's why it's complicated. People are like, oh, well, it should be rape. Like, no, it's way more complicated. I hate that question. I hate that answer. It's so many medical things. It's a complicated thing.
And just like with anything else in medicine, a doctor has to make a decision based on pros and cons. Mm-hmm. You know, benefit versus risk is kind of the focus of everything. And there's not doctors that are just saying, yeah, we'll cut your insides out just willy-nilly. You know, like, you have to survey risk for that. So, like, late-term abortions are not this thing that women are just carrying a baby for 9 months and then deciding to go fucking have an abortion. It's not like that. You know?
It's like, it's really weird. Like, people like, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. And it's just like, well, maybe you should teach your kids more better about sex.
That, you should mind your business. That's just my whole ethos. It's like,
not my thing. Like, any woman I have, literally, like, any woman I've ever had, like, any sexual relations, we have that conversation. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, hey, things can happen, blah, 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 whatever else. Have that conversation. Oh, it ruins the thing. Nah, bro. Like, it has to be like, something happened, we get drunk, or something like, I do it and we don't, but I usually have a conversation with one. Like, I'm going to talk to them about it. Why wouldn't I?
It's always good to communicate all those important
things. Like, people don't want to talk about it and whatever else. Like, you need to have these conversations. I tell them, like, you get pregnant and it's mine. No, if it's mine. I'll take care of the kid. I don't care. You don't want to deal with it, you can sign it off to me. I'll be a single parent. You just need to talk about it, bro. I don't know. Like everybody's so hyped
that's-
up. It's too much ignorance around that. It's such a complicated topic. It's too much ignorance.
That's missing from a lot of relationships. And my past relationships are some of them, and I was guilty about it. Like, in general, communication
I wish
does not exist a whole lot anymore.
we're gonna get off the relationship thing, but I'm gonna say one thing: we were taught to feel sorry, and we don't say that. We date a lot of times because we feel sorry for a person. And we have a hero complex, and
Yes.
we don't date to a person that rises to her potential. We date a person that has potential, and those are two different things.
Yes.
If a person does not try to rise to their potential, you should leave that person alone, because there's plenty of people trying hard that need that actual support, rising to what potential they are and succeeding it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I don't even know about that. It depends on you and what your goals are for a relationship. But I just think
but even
communication's
then,
big.
you shouldn't be dating and feel sorry like you have this hero complex to save
No,
somebody.
no, for sure. You're not ever like.
But people do that though.
It should not be your job to like save somebody out of a relationship.
But people do that.
Yeah, I know.
We're both probably guilty of it.
Yep, we're both probably
We're
guilty
both
of it.
right. Like
Yeah,
we are.
right.
Like we can't. You know, you need to.
And those are
go
the ones
out.
that just don't go anywhere because your intentions about it are wrong from the start.
But, you know, and to tie it back in, people do that with voting. And I hate that. People are like, well, I vote for this because I know better than you.
Yeah.
Really? You know better than other grown people? Like, that's kind of, well, they're blah, blah, blah. Like, you're not researching topic you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people do that, you know? And it's like, that's ignorant. Like, I don't, like, people like, here's these policies, right? I vote on policies, on like 5 policies that I keep true. And I tell everybody, if you don't have 5 policies, find 5 policies you have before voting. Research these policies on all stances, right?
Yes.
Don't base off of what you see on the media or the potential. See what they're actually actively doing.
It's amazing how many liberal people would not have voted for Biden if they did that.
It'd be surprising how many people wouldn't be voting. How many Republican people wouldn't vote for Trump if they did that. Honestly,
Bro, I've seen so many Christians freaking out about the whole Trump thing and him, potentially losing this or whatever. It's like,
both sides cried over. They cried in tears of sadness and cried in tears of happiness.
Yeah.
It's
It's
weird,
like,
bro.
I just don't get why Christians think that that's the example of their moral ethos.
God told them Trump was going to win. So
Philanthropist playboy who has sex with porn stars and fucks over immigrants and everything else. Like, he's not the ethos of a Christian value.
but like their ethos of a Christian value is Pence, right? That's supposed to be
Their ethos of a Christian value is this weird bastardized American version that's been made up that's really conservative and gun happy. And
almost
it's not.
everything is a bastardized American version, which is just a bastardized white version, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
I break it down every time. Like I was like, y'all want to go through a history lesson? Because we can Google something. I'll be like, let's Google. You don't trust Google? Let's ask Jeeves. Where you want to go? Where are we gonna look this up? We can anything. We'll look it up and find the core of it. Research, and you'll find out a lot of shocking things.
Yep.
I be telling people all the time, like, yo, white people out here being some savages.
Yeah.
That's just facts.
We're the worst people.
Y'all are the villains, bro. It's like
John is a heel.
Is the heel? Yeah, y'all are the villains, bro. And I'm not saying y'all can't do amazing things. That's not saying y'all not geniuses in your own right and what you do. Like, Trump doesn't get credit of what he stepped into position and did, right? Like, it really is inspiring to me. Like, because I'm a wrestling fan, and he took like this wrestling concept and put it in politics in such a manner. And I've been saying it since day one. Remember when I was like, I don't think Trump's that dumb.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, you gotta watch what he's doing, right? Trump, everybody's like, Trump's this evil person, blah, blah. No, Trump says one thing, and everybody's affected. But y'all give Trump power.
Yeah.
And Trump knows
No,
it.
I've like changed my opinion a fair amount
Oh, really?
about this. Like, when he first ran, I'm like, this motherfucker's dumb as shit. But like, no, he's a smart guy. But he's an egocentric guy. He only gives a shit about himself and his bottom line.
And you know what? I compare him like I compare like the rapper Drake. You can tell a certain person has never been told no.
Yeah.
And you create this like mental like selfishness about you when you haven't been told no. I don't think Trump's ever been told no.
No, he's had an
That's
easy
why-
life.
That's why you get this whole concept like he does whatever he wants. And if you look in his past, he literally does whatever he wants. And nobody checks him. And being president, nobody has checked him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, nobody legit checks him. Like, who's checking him? If he's getting checked, he's getting checked behind closed doors. Things that we'll never see.
Yeah.
Somebody just be like, what
He's
the
got
hell
that-
you do? Like, who's
I
grabbing
call it
somebody
the
here and
duck.
bitch him out?
Yeah, I call it the duck effect.
Yeah.
Like, things sling shit all day and it just rolls off.
Mm-hmm.
Just rolls off of it because he doesn't accept it.
Like, who is bitching him out? Who is telling him, like, you said that, like, nobody's doing that. And I don't believe anybody's actually doing that. But I do believe, by looking at interviews and stuff
he
like...
could fire most anybody in the room.
Trump has people he listens to. And that's one thing. He knows when success, you have to listen to certain people. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that. Like, I always look at, like, the interviews I looked at to know what kind of person Trump is wrestling interviews. Because he was so heavy in wrestling. One thing was, like, Trump went up when he was doing the thing with, like, one of the WrestleManias. And Vince and Stone Cold, and Vince was like, you should take a stunner. And his people, Trump people, was like, no, he's not taking a stunner. And Vince was like, oh, okay. And then Trump was like, wait. Would this work well, Steve, Vince, if you gave me a stunner? And they were like, it'll do well. I'll take the biggest stunner ever.
Now it's like a big highlight moment.
And now it's a highlight moment.
Yeah.
But he was like down for it. He was like, hold up, let me listen to these people.
Even if it's a highlight moment for being possibly the worst sell of a stunner on earth.
Exactly. But still, like, he looked at it and he was like, he had people that told him no that he listened to, but he also knew this is their area. So he knows.
Yeah, this is their world.
He knows. And I feel like with the whole Fosse thing and stuff like that, and him having COVID, all these other things, he knows when to listen. And what he listens is not what he tells people.
He'll just shit talk Fauci when Fauci's not saying what he wants. That's the thing.
He don't have
say,
to.
I'm going to fire Fauci.
If Fauci ain't telling Trump, he don't have to. He'd be like, Fauci be like, Trump, you got COVID, you need to take this. Thank you, Fauci, you're so great. Then once he's cured from COVID, Fauci's an idiot. I listened to nothing he said. And Fauci's like, this son of a... And he probably gets off a stage, your turn, Fauci. They won't believe you. It doesn't matter what you say. They'll never believe you.
Oh, that you punk ass bitch.
Yeah, right? Probably just like completely psychs him out. Like, he probably tells him before, Fauci, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to tell them anything's off top of my head. Nothing you said. I'm going to call you an idiot. They're going to believe me. Fauci like, but I helped save your life. They don't believe you. And they won't believe this conversation. He probably looks at Fauci in the eyes and is like, I love you, Fauci. Nobody believes you. And Fauci's like... And like
some real villain shit.
It's a real villain. Like,
yeah. I look affectionately into your eyes. I just want you to know that I care more about you than anybody else. Right? Now go tell him that.
Go tell him that. Go tell him I said that. And he's like, here, record me saying it.
They'll call it a deep fake.
They call it deep fake, right? Fake news. Like, just completely like, and you just like, just like, no. You're like, you can't do it. Heel shit. Real
heel shit, dude.
But he's right. He has everybody under his thumb. And some people go by, like, do you think they choose the president ahead of time? And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised. And that's why Trump acted in a certain way. Like, he knew he was only here for 4 years to do what he needed to do. And he did some things. Trump did what he said he was going to do. That is a scary individual. It's one thing to be like a person like, oh, he ain't going to get nothing accomplished. It's another one to be like, we're going to drain the swamp. We're going to build a wall. Make America great again. And he did those things. He started doing those things. We're cutting off trades to China. He did it.
All of his merch is still made in China.
Hilarious.
But
he did it. He cut off trades to China even though his stuff is made. It's so funny. And nobody looks at that.
Mm-mm. No, like straight up wear the MAGA hat. Not look at the tag.
Biden's going to be really interesting. Kamala's going to be really interesting because now, I don't know. This has made me very depressed when it comes to Kamala and everything. It's because there's things with the black community, and like I always like told you, and you were like not really for it about representation. You really it never mattered.
It's never meant anything to me, and I understand why it means something to you to see that, but like. And
that's why I would try to tell you. I was like, no, representation is a big thing, and it does matter. It doesn't matter to you because you've had it. You always have it.
Yeah.
Subliminally, you just naturally have it, right?
Because, like, I would, like, pick on you about, like, oh, and he's black, too. And I'd be like, who cares? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
but then at the same time, you'd be like, I'm all for this red-haired guy. Vikings the show.
Vikings,
right?
Yeah.
And it hits you, but it's like, it does affect you, right?
Yeah,
now
on
you
some
see
level.
somebody on some level, but like once you start seeing more,
just on the mass level, I've never cared like if someone I'd looked up to,
because you kind of like I said, you always have.
It's always been there for me.
And this is a scary thing. On one level, it's like whatever Kamala has did, evil or good or bad, whatever representation, it lifts the feeling of like they can do it, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing for my dad. When my dad was alive, he was like, we have a black president. Never thought I would see that in my life. You know, my dad lived till he was like 70 something. Like, he was lived till he's 70. He never thought he was gonna see a black man be president, right?
Yeah. And that probably meant a lot to him,
Yeah,
regardless of
he
the
didn't think we was gonna make it that far. He thought it would be like another 100 years, another 50 years, because how things was.
Man,
Like,
I didn't think I would see Texas being a fucking swing state
once
my
again,
whole
right?
lifetime.
Right? It's like one of those things. So these things matter, right? Like seeing change is scary, but it's like it's crazy. It's like it's wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
And news some faith, like seeing Texas change blue, put some faith like things can be better. It breeds hope,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Inspires
the thing.
people.
Inspires, and that's the thing. Kamala inspires people, despite what she has did in her past. It inspires people. There is a point with the black community that I don't know when or how, we need to take a step and understand anything is possible and then instill that in our kids. Mm-hmm. And when we have that, we need to raise the bar on what we want, right? As in, like, yeah, we got Kamala. Yeah, she has this background. Yeah, she's probably is racist. Yeah, she's probably not black. Yeah, she's just biracial and Jamaican and Indian, but she doesn't care about the black American community. But we need to get to a point where it's like, well, we need people that truly do, right?
Yeah.
We need true heart people. And this is like hard to find. There's pure heart type people like Kanye. I really feel like Kanye is like a genuinely nice guy. Like Kanye really means well, right? Killer Mike is another guy that means well. I feel like Ice Cube means well. Their track record speaks for themselves.
Yeah.
Kamala's track record doesn't, right? Dave Chappelle's one of them.
Yeah.
Who in politics means like that? Who actually is going to do things that helps the black community, that helps all these communities, that helps other things. Because in the day, Obama didn't. Obama didn't have to. And that's the thing, Kamala doesn't have to. Kamala
By her presence alone is inspiring.
is enough, right?
Yeah.
But that's not, when are we going to get where and that kind of puts a gap
And
right where we are.
I don't agree with his policies, but when you said name someone in politics that is like pure-hearted like that, I just think of Bernie immediately.
But
Because
well-
like you can just tell that guy like means what he says, and he's been meaning
And
it his whole life.
Bernie's the only one I can say on both sides that means what he says and like pure heart like that. And like I had to go to third. Howie Hawkins, it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Nader retired like that. Joe Jorgensen,
Yeah,
right?
she came across as really genuine.
First libertarian main candidate to come out genuine like that.
Yeah.
Because I would not say Gary Johnson was.
Bro, what about Vermin Supreme?
He's like a parody. He's really a smart dude.
He's a sarcastic motherfucker, is what he
It's a
is.
parody. I don't know, like, because like they just be wilding.
I prematurely declare victory.
Yeah.
I won! Yay!
He's hilarious, but like saying, like we need to get to a point where we care, where we want more, right?
Yes.
And we
need to be constantly pushing this motherfucker forward.
we do.
Is what
But
the
here's the
deal
thing:
is.
like we fall for these traps, and we don't know. There's system traps, and I try to tell people, like this thing is bothering me so much. I checked my own. I legit checked my mom, right? Because like it was the whole Ice Cube thing. He was like, you know what? We need a contract for Black America, because Black economy matters. Mm-hmm. Obama never did that, but he was like, you know what? We need to have this conversation. Proud moment, right?
Yeah.
Republicans sent him something, right? Like, not even nowhere near the amount of money, only sending it a black church, whatever else. But the fact that they sent something, amazing.
Gave it the
Democrats
time of day.
brushed him off. He said thank you, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, he voted this. And here's the thing: Trump's son tweeted a picture of Ice Cube with the MAGA hat, photoshopped, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's bashing Ice Cube, all these other things, and then CNN like banned him from TV for a few months or whatever else. My mom was like, he should go side with them. And I checked her. I was like, that's coon. You being some coon shit. She got quiet. She was like, how dare you? I was like, no. Because if they ban a black man, you can chop on that. Because he's happy that Republicans actually came out with something to help black people in some fashion about black economy. Why don't you keep that same energy for white people that be saying hateful stuff? Don't come out there. And I
here's the
checked
thing.
her. 'Cause I was like, we had the same conversation about the shit Biden was saying about black people this year, and you was like, oh, he didn't mean it like that. But
Yeah.
you hear a serious black man, and I checked, and she was like, you know what? You're right. We need to get to the point and control our own media where we can't be just banning
Yeah.
Ice Cube from a TV station. That's messed up. And CNN is supposed to be the liberal side. So I was like,
That's the thing that's so funny about it is like they want to pretend they give a shit about black people, but only if they're the savior.
Exactly. The white savior complex. That's the whole thing. And we need to get to that point where it's like, we're going to do Black Lives Matter. And I told people in the very beginning, white people need to be in the back of the march. They need to be black led and black changed. Right? Like, yes, white people, but I was like, white people need to be back. And I said, remember, I was saying that for a while. I was like, this would happen.
People got pissed at you for that, right?
People get pissed at everything. And it's like, just you stir the pot because I say truth, right?
Yeah.
All I do is speak truth, but I stir the pot. All I do is make people think, and it's stirring the pot. And that's one of the things is like, well, we need to change that because I don't think that's stirring the pot. I don't troll. Like on Facebook, I don't troll. You catch me trolling in comments. You catch me trolling in person. But when I'm on,
if you want to catch Jesse trolling, just look at anything that we're having a comment thread and he's speaking to me. That's when he's
in comment threads. I'll troll on other people's posts, but on my page, I'm so serious and so real. Like you get a very serious version of me, everything, and like everybody's like it's stirring the pot and everything else, like how racism is, all these other things. We need to get to this point where we can talk about it, right? Where we need to be like, I'm not racist. You should be like, you know what? Let me think about it. Everybody knows the history of what black people went through, what white people are due. Why are we so prideful where we can't just take a second and think about what's happening? And why can't we do that with every candidate? And that's one thing that's like, it legit pushed me to mental strain. Is like everybody wants to look at the cover. Ooh, Kamala, I'm proud to be black. The same thing we did with Obama.
Yep.
Right? It was like, what did Obama do for black people? He did things for gay people. Not knocking gay people, but let's be real, right? Let's where did he do? And we need to like list. We need to include everything. What did Trump do? Trump did some prison reform stuff, and we need to be like he did. He worked with Kanye. He worked with Kim Kardashian. He did some prison reform things, and you know what? That is the most anybody's did for black people since Abraham Lincoln.
And that's an excellent point to end on, buddy.
That is actually excellent.
That's an excellent point to end on.
Hit that promo.
All right. We still got to do the promo.
Oh, we got to do the promo. All right.
Assign me up.
Oh, okay. Assign you up. All right. You are, Garbage Man.
Ooh.
In Portland, Oregon, and you're a heel and you want to make prohibition, all drugs illegal.
I've been riding on the back of this truck past several weeks, and all I see is all you trash people leaving your needles everywhere, leaving your pipes everywhere. I had to replace a tire on my truck last week just because I ran over a meth pipe. All you scumbag Portlandians and your drug use. I'm just so sick of it. I'm sick of all you people. And next week, at the Portland pay-per-view, I'm gonna take out the trash.
Ooh, okay. All right, my turn.
I kind of ran out of...
I was like, is it gonna think... I thought you were gonna, like, name off more drugs.
I mean, I could have, but that...
You like ran over a crack, I'm mad. Mess up, like I gotta change my tire. Good end. All right, what's me?
All right, you are a preacher.
Oh.
In New Jersey.
Okay.
Who just legalized recreational marijuana.
Okay.
And you are trying to evangelize to a line outside of a Grateful Dead concert that's full of people smoking weed. And you are... I'm going to call you a heel for this one, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm against...
You're a bad guy and you're against marijuanas.
Okay.
You're trying to save people from the devil's lettuce.
Okay. All right. Yo, Jersey! We trying to get higher with the Lord, but you guys are getting down with the devil's lettuce. It's time to change things and come off the shore, because all you people are just a bunch of whores. For all this type of stuff of sour diesel, white widow, no. It's time to change things. Look up to Jesus and chant, bro, bro, bro. Now come and get saved.
Good job, buddy. And that White Widow. Fuck off. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.